I guess I'm just a creative person, and yeah, that really fulfills me. When I'm creating, I'm really happy, and I feel like I've found something, some secret to life. I've discovered something.
Hello and welcome to another episode of aaimba Conversations. Today we're here with Kweku Okokroko, a Ghanaian artist based in Vienna, Austria, and we did a nice looking and very exciting group exhibition with him amongst Rita Mavrena Benisan and Priscilla Bija. And in another episode, you are going to hear a talk about the umbrellas which are made by Rita and Priscilla. But today we are going to focus on the paintings that you can see in the back. All of them are made or created by Kweku. And first of all, let's welcome Kweku to aaimba, to the space, to Berlin. And I hope you feel welcome. And
Yes, I feel very welcome. It was nice here to meet all the wonderful people who came on the opening. It was really nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, the opening was very huge. It was the place was filled with people I haven't seen before. I saw the first time in Berlin as well. So it was very, very nice.
I really enjoyed
very nice
it.
Opening. Yes, we had a very good time. But let's jump straight into it and begin to talk about you, about your character, your life, and your personality. And the first question that I really ask every artist that I'm talking to is, what's your passion? Why do you do it? And where do you think does your craft come from?
Those are really packed. That's a really packed question. So the first one, what is my passion, I guess, right? What is my passion? I think mainly I like to create things. So yeah, in any form, I guess I'm just a creative person, and yeah, that really fulfills me. When I'm creating, I'm really happy, and I feel like I've found something, some secret to life. I've discovered something that is a hub of happiness for me. So I guess that would be what I would answer to that, what my passion is. I just like to create. I don't only paint, although now painting is what I mainly do, but I started with many other things. Just creating things, it makes me happy. And what was the second one, I guess?
You can just continue to talk about how you. Basically, you currently answered my questions anyway, because you gave me a very nice. It's not really an explanation, but you give me an insight about why you do stuff and why you said you want to create. It makes you happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a feeling that you have while doing the stuff that you do.
That's right.
And that's enough of a passion in order to pursue what you're doing. And I also love that you said, okay, I'm currently painting, but I'm also very much interested in other stuff. In really creating things out of the ordinary and out of your mind, especially. So I think that question is wonderfully answered. So I'm not gonna really jump on that or continue on that question. But what I rather would like to ask you is, so where do you come from? Where do you have your first memories of life? Like, where did your life start, and how did you felt your life started off like?
So I was born in Accra,
in
Ghana. I grew up in Ghana, and in a in Accra, in a region called Shukura. It's a small town. It's almost a slum, so very run down and poor, and that's where we lived. Yeah, it was really nice there. I think that place really contributes to who I am in a very deep and meaningful way. So it's very bestimmt, as it's very particular, and I think that contributes to how I am, I guess.
Okay.
And it was really nice there. Fun memories. You'd see cows running in the streets and them going everywhere. The roofs are all made of zinc, and it's a nice place for a child to grow up. Not the best, but it's fun. And then you get this exciting imagination that you can later use in life. I think that's what happened with me. So that's how I grew up. We're in a family of 7, so 2 parents, and I have 5 siblings. There's 3 sisters, and I'm the 3rd born. So I'm the big brother. I'm the eldest son of my
really?
family.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And
It's a huge burden as well.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So in Ghanaian tradition especially, I think in other parts of the world too, but yeah. Back home it's taken rather seriously, and you're the first son, so you have a lot of responsibility. And yeah, I would describe my childhood as really, really, really exciting times.
Nice. Even though it's good to hear that, because sometimes people do not realize like what a happy life it is as a child to grow up, or to grow up in an environment that it's not that quote unquote like poor in quotes, because there is so much to discover and so much creativity amongst these areas where you have to be inventive in order to like to have toys.
That's right.
Like to play, like even for me, my childhood memories was quite the same. I grew up all my first memories were in Techimentia. It's like a bit an hour away from Kumasi, and we have to like create our own balls in order to have something to play, and we did like cars out of like Coca-Cola cans and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
Exactly.
And bicycle tires.
Yeah.
You'd use a stick to push it along.
Yeah.
Did you do that
Yeah,
too?
we
Yeah,
did that
exactly.
too.
And then it excites the memory. I think it's so important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yes,
It was also a crucial part in my life as well, and I have only nice memories back then. So I didn't need much, but it was very, very happy. Very, very happy.
Yeah.
But and again, I'm just drifting to myself. So
No, it's good.
so you went to school there probably.
Yes, I did.
So what was that path for you? I mean, how did you felt in school, and being the first born, what duties did you had at home? How did you had to behave? How was your parents like treating you or teaching you how to survive this thing called life?
Yeah, my parents take education very seriously. So we were very keen they were very keen on us getting a good education. And I think when I was young, it wasn't so much present, my need to be responsible and act in the position as the first son of the family. It was more, I'm a child still, and actually my bigger sisters took care of me. Oh. So 2 sisters come, and then I come as the 3rd born.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah, I remember would go to school punctually, and yeah, it's taken very serious in the family. And my sisters would bring me there. They take care of me because I'm the youngest, and yeah, school was really nice, and I learned a lot. I think I was very, very clever child. Not to boast or anything, but I think I did well in school. And yeah, my parents would later go on to to establish their own school. And so my father was a proprietor, and he and my parents would later go on to start their own school, as I said. And I'd go on to study there and even teach there after my graduation before I came here to Austria. So yes, the family is very oriented academically and takes that very seriously.
Okay, beautiful. So being in that environment, what was the process for you to like, or what was your aspiration in life? You now live in Vienna, Austria, and how was your path, like from Ghana, from this area that you grew up in? I always keep forgetting the name.
Shukura.
Shukura.
But later we moved to Kaswa.
To Kaswa,
You
okay.
know, where
Okay, tell us more about that, like you moving around, of course Ghana, and also moving to Austria. Like, show us your path from like Accra or...
From Shukura.
From Shukura to Vienna. Yeah.
I actually, just sitting here, I realized that most of those things were actually academically motivated. So for Austria, for example, after my high school, after I had graduated high school, I came to pursue tertiary education here, that for example. And our family's move from Shukura to Kaswa was also motivated by my dad having started a school there. So he started it from nursery till high school. And yeah, so mainly just seeking greener pastures had us move from Shukura to Kaswa, and then my coming here, to Vienna, I mean. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice to change scenery in that sense. And that also, I'm always trying to find a connection to how that impacts my work. And I think that also activates, it's a stimulus for the imagination when you're in a different place and you have to adjust. And then you find things out of yourself that you didn't know were there. And I now see that it's happened so often in my life, and perhaps that contributes to who and how I am today. Yeah.
In which way? I mean, can you like picture us all these checkpoints that you were talking about, and give us a picture of how they molded you, like to become the character that you are today?
I'd say, so for Shukura, I think it was very important for a child to have that environment, I would say. So what I described earlier, I think it was very contributing to how I think, how I solve problems, how I create solutions, and how I express myself, and how I try to bring to reality what the things that I'm looking for a word. The things that I conjure up in my mind. So how I bring it into a real thing, and that it doesn't only stay as an idea. And when we moved to Kaswa, I think the pursuit of academic excellence in the family also impacts my work in this sense, I guess. Because I try to add meaning to all these things that I do, and I write about my works and try to have a particular meaning and direction that I want to take a painting towards. And I could connect it to that era of having moved to Kaswa, where we're studying in my dad's school. And coming here to Vienna was such a big impact as well, I would say. It also changed immediately my way of seeing the world, because I think you would bear witness that things are very different here than they are back home. So it also activated my imagination and put me immediately in a different position that I had to, what I said earlier, I had to find things in myself that I may not have known were there. And I think that's how these three places, there's more of course, but I think this summarizes how these three places have impacted me.
And so what are the most important character traits that you gained with these experiences that you had? Yeah, you said, of course, in your hometown, the creativity and the way you move or the way you do things. But you also said like you learned a lot about yourself. What are the learnings that you had in particular? Like, how could you like say, okay, moving to Vienna changed this and that within me and within the way I see the world?
I would say that it gave me or exposed in me the quality of adaptability. So that one is able to adapt to new situations and make the best of them. I came here wanting to study medicine. So I pursued science in high school, physics, chemistry, biology, all that. And as I told you, my family is very academic oriented, so they wanted that for me. And I enjoyed it too, and I excelled. My grades are good, and I came to pursue medicine. But when I came and assessed the situation and you know, was here and I adapted and got to pursue what I really, really enjoy doing. I didn't like medicine. But I would say adaptability for sure as one of the things that have been, this place has given me, and also a certain freedom, because when you stay in one place too long, you become stuck in your ways, and you do things a certain way that it's difficult to change because you get comfortable and satisfied with what you have and how things are. So you come and all of a sudden there's a new world that you're introduced to, and then you're curious to find what this world has to share and what it can offer and what you can offer it to as well. So I would say that is what Vienna as a moving here did, amongst other things.
Okay. But it's funny you said, you mentioned, while you're talking, you mentioned one thing that it's always strikes us all as black people, I guess, because you said you came here to wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have these three career paths that we are allowed by our parents to pursue. So, and you said you intentionally came to study medicine, and you soon realized or found out that you need to do what you need to do in order to be happy, because that's your passion. But what was the reaction from your parents? I mean, how did they react to you saying, okay, I don't know if you stopped. Are you still studying medicine?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
I didn't study medicine.
At all? Okay. So what are you doing now, and how did your family back in Ghana reacted to you saying you don't want to do what you intentionally came to do?
Mm-hmm. I'll start with what I'm doing now. So right now I'm reveling, I'm basking in the light of being a self-taught artist. I really treasure that or treasured that. I'm also considering studying formally. I was studying in a art school in Vienna, and those are the plans now. But yeah, when I changed them, I was actually surprised. My dad demonstrated this level of respect that showed me that now he sees me too as a grown up with agency, and he respects my decisions. It was met with mixed reactions, but he respected it. My mom, she's never been a problem. She's always wanted me to
Nice.
wanted me to do what I wanted. But yeah, my dad was the stubborn one.
Yeah.
But he showed this level of respect, and it even motivated me more. He said, "You can decide that," and I respect that.
It was easy.
Yeah.
I thought it was like that struggle, like convincing your parents, like the. But I found out that most of our parents are just like that. I mean, they wish the best for us, and of course, they want us to pursue a life that it's going to be somehow easy or respectful. But once they realize you have your own path and you are strong enough to pursue them, and they will let you do the stuff that you really want to do.
And support you.
And
too,
support
yes.
you as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, do you still have a link to Ghana? Of course. I mean, your family's there, and how often do you go, or how's the link with your friends in Ghana as well? I mean, are you planning to stay in Vienna? Are you planning to move back to Ghana anytime soon or in the future? What are your plans on that?
Yeah, I want to visit Ghana. I haven't visited home since I've been here.
Yeah. Since when?
Since 4 years.
4 years now.
Going to
Okay.
5. So
Well, you need to.
Yes,
You
I
need to.
definitely need
Yeah.
to. It's this kind of. I need to get some things done before. That's
Okay.
why it's a personal bar that I've set.
Okay.
But yeah, I do miss my family, and I talk to them. So my many siblings and my parents, and they miss me too. But I'm a man on a mission, and
Nice.
I have to focus and
Nice.
yeah, friends too. I'm in contact with all my friends, and they miss me. You know, there's this whole envoy waiting for me to drop. Yeah.
They're all waiting for you. Oh, nice. So, thank you very much for giving us an introduction to your personality, your character, your upbringing, and of course, family business and all that stuff. We are going to continue and finally talk about the paintings that you can see in the back. And yes, you're gonna hear some very interesting insight about the Ghanaian culture, aspects of the Ghanaian culture, and the ideas behind these paintings are really emotional for me, for myself as well, because as you probably know, I'm from Ghana myself, and but I didn't get to live there for a very long time till I came to Germany, and what he's telling us is also a learning for me. So basically, it's also an emotional aspect for me. But let's start talking about these paintings. As you know, we're going to do that in the second part of this episode. So stay with us and yeah, go and watch the second part of this episode. And don't forget to leave a comment and leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment about what you think, what we're doing here, how we can improve this series of conversations, or tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I could improve in any form. So stay tuned, watch the second part of this episode, and we are out. Thank you.
How did we do? I think we did good.
We did great.
We did.